Hi everyone, my name's Abby and welcome to Approved. Today we're going to be speaking about the ZEEKR 001, which is something between a sedan and a station wagon, but the manufacturers say it's the world's first mass-produced electric vehicle, and this particular one is in for PPF with us currently. Let's check it out. So across the world, this car comes in 3 different versions. You have the Performance, you have the Long Range, and you have the Privilege. It also comes in 5 different colours. This one is the Phantom Black, but you also have Tech Grey, Crystal White, Electric Blue, and the aptly named Energy Orange available in this region in the UAE. So when I've been learning about these cars, I've heard more than once that these cars are describing as looking a bit like frogs, and I do tend to agree, and that's down to these LED intelligent matrix lights. Moving to the back though, you also have this impressive light across the back, which is 1.47 meters long and looks quite nice when the car lights are on. That shooting brake body is 5 meters long, by the way, so it's pretty long. That makes it 0.23 CD, ultra low drag coefficient. And then you have these frameless doors. And these 22-inch alloy wheels, which I believe these are called Phantom as well. So, into the interior. So the car comes in 2 finishes. You have midnight blue and polar white, or you have this one, which is a mix of charcoal black and stone grey. I think it's very, very nice. And then it also comes with these rose gold finishes as well. So the seats and overall feel are very, very comfortable and stylish and modern as well. But if you just excuse me for a minute, a mid-video nap, because I think this is a very cool function. You have driver and passenger rest mode as well. Excuse me. You've also got some favourites of mine in a hotspot charging point. Also a cubby hole down here, which I think is very useful. And also something that's a little bit of a novelty. There we go. Let's move to the back. Here we go. Now, a criticism of this car is, as you can see, I'm only 5'6", and it was quite difficult to get in there, but it is enough height when you're actually in the car. And also, in comparison to that, on the flip side, you have a lot of leg room here as well. And what I really like about this is that you have, if I pull this down here, 1 minute. It came down a minute ago, I swear. So you've actually got this center console here, which is very nice, because a different feature of it is that you've got the buttons, if you can see, here and here. So this helps you adjust the seats in the rear, which is a rare occurrence on a car like this as well, I think. And then if I just shift behind you, a very different feature of the car in the back side behind the front passenger seat is you can actually control these buttons here as well to give you more legroom for a relaxing journey. Another benefit of a rear passenger is you also have the capability to charge up to 60 watts, which is perfect if you have a laptop. Now, onto the technology, because being a Chinese car, which is part of the Geely family, by the way, there's tons. So we've just been speaking about the seats, which you can also control very nicely on the front screen here as well. But there's also several other features. We're going to talk about some now. Of course, you've got some nice ambient lighting. Also, I can't show you on this video, but the car also does a light show as well. You need to have the app for that. Maybe more on that another time. But you've got other things like you can control the doors and windows from this way too. I think if I open the door here, yep, you're going to see showing on the screen now. Not particularly useful to see it like this necessarily, but I do think it's a very cool feature. Also, you've got the smart roof as well, which reacts depending on how much sunlight there is. You can see all your charging here, so you can see this now. You can set your charge limit as well. You can see the current range. You also have, of course, lots of information for the driver. We're going to talk about also the heads-up display when I move across to the other side of the car. Several safety features, of course, including lane departure, lane keeping assist, etc. And then you've also got your different modes as well. Very nice. So of course this kind of car, the smart cockpit, has an all-powerful hardware which continuously updates to give the ZEEKR 001 unlimited potential for evolution. You also have a HVAC N95 AQS, which in English is a really good air quality system. You've also got the parking camera, so there's several parking here. You can see a very good camera system. Lots of different angles as well. And then also, speaking of cameras, you are gonna have, if I just find it. Hi! So you've got the heads-up display, which is also controlled by the steering wheel down here, which gives great haptic feedback. You can control your temperature, your volume, things like this on there. And then you have your main screen, which is 15.4 inch for the central media touchscreen, and also a slim 8.9 inch instrument cluster above the steering wheel as well for all the driver information. So the boot, by the way, due to this nice shape of the shooting brake, is very spacious. It's around 2,144 litres. And you also have this kind of double height, which underneath there's a little bit of extra room for any pieces in there as well. By the way, if you're wondering about where you're going to keep your charging cable, you also have this nice 32 litres front, which is perfect as well. So let's talk about power. You have 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 3.8 seconds. That's if the car is in all-wheel drive. You have 400 kilowatts of peak power, or 544 brake horsepower. You have 200 kilometers top speed an hour, and you also have range of around 585 kilometers, which is great for such a big car. Charging speeds, around 30 minutes for fast charging for up to 80% of charge. This is a driving machine that is powerful and quick. So in summary, I think the ZEEKR 001 is a great car. I think that every square inch of the car has been optimized to its best, to its ability. And also with the continuous software updates, which are on air, I think you have every advantage to stay ahead of the game always as well. So I think it might be a bit of a kind of game changer in the EV market, hopefully. So guys, what do you think? Please remember to like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye!